In that year, the first week-long sea fair at Kilmore Quay was underway. The main beneficiary of the festival was to be the fund to build a new church in the village. If you fancied a day at the seaside, CIE, as they were then known, were running excursion trains from Wexford to Rosslare Strand from the North and South Station, remember that, and the return fare was adults 20 pence, children 10 pence. Wexford races were also on that week in July, and the admission was, wait for it, 50 pence for adults and 20 pence for children. Down in Cairn, two young men, Chris White and James Codd, created a record by picking 1 ton of potatoes by hand in 1 hour on the land of Ray Doyle of Ballygara. And in June of 1971, an appeal appeared in Wexford newspapers seeking aid for Pakistanis who were suffering in India. One of the signatories of the appeal was Terry Fortune, Area Director of the Red Cross in Wexford. There was also a new record company in Wexford. It was called Profit Records, and the men behind it were local musicians Larry Kerwin and Piers Turner. With distribution to be undertaken by Polydor, Profit Records would give Irish artists access to the music-buying public and give that public a chance to hear something other than what was referred to as substandard Irish country. The first record released was by the Menapia Folk and featured a song written by Turner and Kerwin called Bitter Whiskey, Sweet Red Wine, recorded at Trend Studios in Dublin. Pierce and Larry had good credentials in the music business, having begun performing with Johnny Rex Band before Turner went on to the Arrows. As songwriters, they had over 80 songs to their credit, and that was only back in 1971. A top star concert in Kilmore featured Tommy Carroll and his Cordovox, plus Father Michael Funge, London's singing swinging priest. Another form of entertainment in 1971, of course, was the telly. And on that we had the Andy Williams Show, the Virginian, the Good Old Days, Alias Smith and Jones. At the Abbey Cinema, Ben-Hur was the week-long attraction. But it was in the dance halls that a new phenomenon was really catching on. Dún Muro Goes Disco was the headline announcing the arrival of Star Trek promotions with their lights, go-go dancers and discs.